Hey guys, so this is going to be a little bit of a different video for anyone who decides to click on it. First of all, I would like to thank you guys for hitting over 10 subscribers. That's like really surprising to me because I truly didn't, and it still kind of like hasn't sunk in that I have any subscribers at all, because I never expected it to happen, because I'm not a channel that I would consider like worth watching, but for those of you who are subscribed, you guys are awesome, and I really appreciate it because I don't know, it just kind of makes me enthusiastic about putting videos out and stuff like that. So, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. But this is gonna be obviously a different video. I thought I'd just talk because I haven't gotten a video out for like a week and a half, and I usually try to not do that because I don't want to be late on my videos. But I got really sick this last weekend, and I couldn't get anything out because I was dying and dizzy, and I had a bug, and it was terrible. So so I was not able to get anything, and I still have not been able to get anything. So I thought I would just make this kind of video instead. Basically, it's a channel update slash story time. So for the channel update, I want to do like more different types of videos. Originally I didn't even want the channel to be like a song cover channel. Like, I wasn't expecting to do that, but then I enjoyed it, so I just kept going with the whole song covers. If you've seen any of my other videos, lots of song covers. But I enjoy games a lot. But because of the setup I have right now, I am almost completely unable to play many games because of the computer, and just it's not even set up even remotely to be able to play any type of like good games. Can't handle the graphics and all that. So, but hopefully, I mean, I might be playing some old games, like some Warhammer, Medal of Honor, stuff like that type of game, which I really enjoy. I know they're ancient, but it's fun for me, and so plus it can't handle most stuff, so I have to play games that I can actually play. But I'm hoping to get different videos out, not just song covers, maybe some games, maybe more of me like talking to the camera, or talking to you guys, if this works out, because I enjoy just kind of talking, I guess. I like it. It's fun for me. Also, I know that these are kind of like very like awkward type of videos because I don't edit them barely at all, because I once again don't have anything set up to be able to do it, because I've had a lot of problems with editing. I have tried so many different things, and it's killing me. And I know I could use the YouTube editor, but it's just if it doesn't absolutely need to be edited, I usually like to just leave them uncut. Plus, I think it's kind of nice when it's just uncut. It's more real, whatever. So, but we'll see. Hopefully, I do kind of want to make cleaner cut videos in the future. But as I'm just kind of still starting out and trying to get like good equipment and like stuff that is actually going to work, is going to take me a while. So I appreciate everyone who's bearing with me and taking it easy. So that's really nice. You guys are awesome, and all that. So that's the channel update. I just thought I'd put that out there. And then for story time, because we gotta have some kind of content. I am going to tell the story of when I was like 8. Was I 8? I think I was 8. I don't think I was 12 yet. I think I was 8. So we were at a family reunion. We only have these family reunions once every 2 years. So, yeah, I was 8 at the time. And so I'm this little kid, right? We go up to this family reunion, and I'm playing with my friends, my family. I don't know a bunch of those people, right? But I'm still kind of like that. When I was little, I could make friends with anyone, like absolutely anyone. I would just, unless they were mean, in which case I'd be like, well, I don't like you, go away. So, but I could make friends with pretty much any kid. I was a very friendly child. So, we were at the there was a whole kind of that year. There was a whole, like, it was outdoors. There was a big playground, large playground. There was, like, monkey bars and swings and this whole entire setup, and it was really, really cool. I think we were by a lake at the time. And, and the adults were all over chilling, because it was like, here's the, like, all the picnic tables where all the adults are, and then you have to go down a hill, and then there's, like, all where the kids were all hanging out and chilling. So, that was fun. But anyway, so I'm there, I'm having fun, my family's there, my mom was up somewhere. I think she'd actually, at the time, she had, like, walked away. She had to go get something from the car or something like that. I don't remember, because obviously I was 8. But I'm playing tag with this little girl, and I don't remember her name, but she was, like, I think she was my age, maybe a year older. Nice kid. I really liked her at the time. And I remember playing tag, and we were just flying all over this playground, right? Now, I am incredibly competitive. I have always been that way. I do not take L's, okay? So I was not about to lose that game of tag to this little girl. And so I'm running around, climbing all over this place. Now, here's the thing. There's a part on this play set where it's, and the whole thing is metal, by the way. So there's a part where you run up, right, to, like, here's the ledge, and you're running up to the ledge, and then it's a drop. Like, here's the ledge, and it's like a 3-foot drop, 2-foot drop maybe. No, I'd say 3 foot, because it was pretty far away. Everything looks bigger as a little kid, though, so I don't know if it was actually 3 feet. I think it was a 3-foot drop, though. And there's, like, sand underneath, but it's hard ground still, so it drops straight off. And then above that platform, because the platform is there because you're supposed to jump and be able to swing from the monkey bars. And these monkey bars are like these thick metal bent poles that you grab and you take yourself on progressively till you reach the end, right? So that's cool. But I was little, they were above my head. I did not notice them because I was running for my life because I was not about to lose. And this kid, right, she's running after me. I get to the edge. I'm at a dead end. I can't go back. I get to the edge. I look down. I'm like, I can make that jump. Psh, yeah, I'm awesome. I'm going to land that jump, right? Now, hear me out. I would have landed that jump. It would have been epic. But I did not notice the metal monkey bars above my head. And you can kind of all tell where this is going now. Like, mistakes were made. So I jump. And I jump out to go down. I was, braced to land. And I absolutely wipe out. Like, I hit my head so hard on that metal bar. Like, I'm surprised it didn't knock me out. Like, I remember how hard that was. And so I slammed into it, like, just the top of my head, just wham. And I'm, like, keep in mind, I'm 8 at the time. So I'm this little kid, hit it, drop 3 feet to the ground, land directly, just bam! Not on my feet, just, I don't think I landed completely flat, but it was basically just slamming into the ground. And I remember, like, it, you know how, like, when they say, like, when something like that happens, time kind of, like, slows down for you? It did slow down. Like, I literally remember kind of, like, being like, what happened? And, like, really slowly, like, realizing that I couldn't breathe. And, like, being terrified. Because what had happened, I guess, is from what we assume happened, I landed on my, like, right directly on, like, my backbone. But, like, my tailbone part, where it's, like, it jarred me so bad that I could not breathe, and I was trying to breathe, and it feels like forever when you can't breathe, It was like, I thought I was dying. Couldn't inhale at all, couldn't get any air out, just kind of stuck in, like, a little dying fish position, and, couldn't move. And I remember one of the older kids, one of my older cousins, I think she might have been, 14 14 at the time, coming up and trying to lift me and just grabbing underneath my arms and just kind of pulling me up. And then my mother must have come back right then, because I remember just kind of looking up, still not being able to breathe, being in a lot of pain, not being able to cry at all, because I can't breathe. Like, nothing's working. I'm just kind of stuck in, like, the shocked position. And I just remember seeing my mother just come, like, in my head, you know, just come flying down the hill. Because she obviously was like, oh, some kid got hurt. And then she's like, wait, that's my daughter. So I remember her just come flying down. She grabs me. She's like, hey, you know, are you okay? Are you okay? I finally am able, I take like this giant breath of air in, and I'm just like, I don't know. And I'm just like, I remember just kind of, like, almost crying, but not actually crying, because I was so shocked at, like, not being able to breathe that I was just kind of, like, not even aware still of, like, what was happening. And I remembered her just picking me up and, like, having to carry me up the hill, because, like, my legs weren't working. I had just been able to breathe again. I probably looked like I was going into shock. I probably was. And yeah, I just remember that being, like, a terrible experience, because from what we figured out, I assume that I actually fractured my tailbone. So, not, like, fractured it completely, but like a hairline fracture, where I damaged it very much, but there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to hope it heals. As far as I know. I mean, doctors can't really, there's nothing you can do about it. Because after that, I mean, that night, I was like, her and another boy, JJ was his name. I really liked him at the time. He was like 18, and I followed him everywhere. He had to take me, my mother and him actually, because she couldn't, like, she couldn't lift me because it hurt so much. So I remember she had laid me down because they were worried that I had, like, injuries, and then her and JJ grabbed my legs and my arms and just tried to, like, support me and put me in, like, the car flat, on the back seat. And I remember just kind of, like whimpering and, like, crying, because, like, when they picked me up, everything just hurt immensely, and I felt like I was dying at the time. And we got back to the campgrounds, because we were there for, like, a couple days, and by the end of that, there is a mower going by. Okay, just hello. By the end of that, that night, I was able to kind of walk around. I was, like, dragging myself and, like, just trying to, like, be normal. And, like, by the next day, I was pretty much okay. Very sore, but I was alright, and I was just being really careful about how I moved and stuff like that. And so we thought it was just, like, a bad bruise or something. But for years after that, I have really bad back problems still. I don't know if it's because of that, but I do have bad back problems. But for years after that, I would have to, there'd be a certain way that I couldn't sit. Like, I couldn't put weight. Like, if you rock back, you know, if you have, like, your legs up, I couldn't do that because it would send spikes of pain up through my, like, my spine. So we assumed that I fractured it because I don't think it ever healed right. Because there would be some things that would just, like, absolutely jar me for years afterwards. So that's cool. But as far as I know, that is the only bone that I have ever broken. Which is amazing, because I'm a very, like, tomboyish, daredevil person. You'd think I would have broken a lot more bones by now, but that's the only one I've broken. I was very thankful that it wasn't, like, very badly broken, because I assume it was just a hairline fracture, because we didn't, I mean, nothing looked, like, out of place or anything, so, nothing looked broken and, like, splitting, and so that was okay. But anyway, so that's the story of, me, in essence, winning a game of tag by breaking a bone. So, I did not lose that game of tag, though, so in my book, that was a win. But anyway, so yeah, that's that story. I just thought that was funny. That's a very, very clear memory in my mind to this day. So yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you've made it to the end, thank you for watching. I hope you found that entertaining. I hope you like the channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. You know, feel free to leave a comment, all that fun stuff. But yeah, so I hope you liked the video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!